Dit is Art and Entertainment, Marianah Lourens. Ja, dit is Kuns en Vermaak met Marianah Lourens. En ek is natuurlik weer eens hier by die Athenaeum en jy sal 'n paar geluide hoor. Ons flow maar so in dit. Yes, we go with the flow, with the sounds that surround us. But it's so lovely being in the foyer here of the little theatre. And I have some amazing ladies with me. It's always so nice when we're all girls, isn't it? Yes. First, I'll go to my left, and this is Theresa. And Theresa is the one that we're making a big fuss of today because she did that, Cillia.
Okay.
She did a painting, and we are absolutely enamored with it. And she sold it, and I'm so sad because I would have grabbed it. So welcome,
Thank
Theresa.
you. Thanks.
And I've got Cillia sitting across the way from me. You and Naomi, who's on my right. Hi, Cillia. Hi, Naomi.
Hi, Marianah.
You're almost in the same trade. It's crafty, it's clever, it's colourful, and it's arty at the same time. You make all sorts of things. In fact, if I tell you will you make me something, you'll make the pattern and then you'll make it for me, right?
Yes, probably.
So it is Cillia Kanongoweri. I didn't say Theresa's surname, she's Theresa Mitchell. Cillia Kanongowere, Govere, and Naomi Mitchell. And it's so nice to have the three of you. I'm going to first speak to the favourite. This photo, it's of ballet dancers.
Yes, it is.
Now, begin at the beginning. How did you start doing this amazing work?
Well, I found the picture on the internet and I really, really liked it. It was very pretty. I loved the way the light falls and the shadows. That was a huge attraction for me. And I had this big canvas. My mum and dad got it for me for my birthday, and I wanted a really nice painting for it. I just started. I thought it would be really nice. Also, because it has full people, and I wasn't used to drawing full people. I'm more used to people's faces, and I thought this was something new, something I wanted to try. And I've got a big canvas, so lots of space to do it on. So I started.
And the description of the picture, it's 4 ballet dancers. I guess they're in a dressing room of sorts.
Thought of it as more of a warehouse.
But it looks like a warehouse. What makes me think it's a dressing gown is because they're in their ballet outfits. I think they're busy changing. Maybe it's the end of the show. And they're all standing almost like with their backs to the camera. The one is sitting in a leotard and a tights. The other 2 dresses that we can see. The one behind this one who's sitting, I think she's also like half dressed. But as you say, it's the light on their backs, on their faces, on the walls. And there's a lantern, another kind of a easel or something against the wall there. What is that?
They look like pieces of wood or just I've forgotten the word now, but yes,
yeah,
planks and
planks.
Just
Planks.
Things that put lights and shadows everywhere.
Yeah, and you'd find it in a warehouse because what they're sitting on are just empty crates.
Yes.
Looks like. And we all jump up and down. I mean, when I saw it, I called my husband, Uncle Robert, and I said to him, look, yeah, this is Nicholas's daughter. Now, her dad is Nicholas, and he's actually my friend. And I think the last time I saw Theresa, I said to her just now, maybe she was 3 or 4 years old or 2, because I think it must be 14 years ago when I first met you, Naomi.
It's been a long time.
Yes. And so I said, look at this. And then, of course, I immediately sent it to my friend Mark. He's the curator here at this art gallery. And he's jumping up and down. We're all jumping up and down. And then she goes and sold it to a stranger. But I'm going to get back to you. Now, Cillia, you also, it's very, very interesting, your range, because you are part of Shwe.
Yes.
Of Shwe creation. But I guess Shwe creation is very big. because it's got different sections.
Yes.
And different people do different stuff.
Yes.
Now, describe your department for us. Let's put it that way. Because the Naomi gift, that's your little corner.
Yes, that's my little corner.
It's actually quite a big corner because you've got lots of stuff.
Yes, the Naomi gift is my daughter. She's something else for me to make those things for Shweshwe. Shweshwe is something art for South Africa. So I decide to make many things in Shweshwe. Sometimes I make also dresses, skirts, and doggy beds. It's nice also dogs, they like something attractive for them. And also cats, sometimes I make them also. And the table mates, I make the table mates for them. And also sometimes people, they come with their own elements to say, okay, I want to cover my things with a shweshwe. I'll make it. I'll do as it is because that's what they want. It all depends with the customers. That's how I do.
And the shweshwe that's more like the design on the pattern on the material.
Yes.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I wish I could show people over the radio how beautiful it is. But when I first saw your stuff, I saw the doggy beds and the kitty beds and the actual table mats. I think. Yeah, those were the things that I saw in a show or on a show or something. It was like a market.
Yes.
Yeah. But I also saw, besides the dresses, there's hats and a pouch. If you want a pouch, and I think that's where Naomi will totally connect with you because she's got also stuff like that, but she zones in on babies. But her stuff is also so Tom Phipps, first of all, is such an interesting name, Naomi. Yes. And then she's got all the baby things. And what I was very intrigued was very, very colourful mattress covers. So tell us about yours, because look, when I first met you, you were designing wedding dresses. So from wedding dresses, I suppose the wedding dress goes normally to babies. First of all, this is a mom par excellence, Naomi. You tell the people how many say mommy to you.
Okay, so I have got 7 children, and Theresa is my
Brave
eldest.
Girl.
She's my eldest. I was sewing dance dresses and wedding dresses, but then we moved out of town, and fittings and things got very complicated when you're out in Red House and people are living in PE. So kind of just faded. I got interested in cloth diapering. My children were all cloth diapered, but with the very old-fashioned white squares. And then I got internet for the first time when I was expecting my 4th. And I saw these beautiful, colourful nappies. And I just saw this and I thought, oh my word, I can do this. And that's where it started. I started making cloth diapers. It took off very quickly. The more I started making cloth diapers, other people started doing it as well. And eventually the market kind of got a little bit saturated with the custom designs that you put on these nappies. I had someone who would print the pictures on for me, and it sold really, really well for a stage. But then more and more people started doing the same thing, and it kind of like evened out. And then I started going into the mattress protector. So my mattress protectors are currently my best seller. It is a very specialized mattress protector with 3 layers in it. The top layer is the stay dry layer, the middle layer is the absorbent layer, and the back layer is the waterproof layer. And the way it works is that when the kid wets the bed, it immediately soaks into the middle layer and the top layer stays dry, which means that all the sheets and things that are there tend to not get wet. Of course, I can't guarantee that, but most of the time there is, at the end of the night, you're just washing the mattress protector, not sheets and blanket. I made this when one of my kids, I always used to put things on the bed, and then one day I just thought, well, let's see if I can make something. And I've sold thousands of these now. And I've also sold them for older folk, for things on wheelchairs, for paraplegics, and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's Tom Phipps.
Becomes very practical. It's so arty because of the color. I just think that you put something into your design to make it different, and then you choose the most amazing colors, and of course the printing of pictures on it, that becomes, if you have to keep up with thousands,
Yeah, so the mattress protectors are not specially printed, but I go to all the shops, and every time they bring out new stock, I get new prints, and kids love colorful prints.
Exactly.
So they are happy to lie on these prints because they're so colorful. So if I can find cars or airplanes or Hello Kitties on them, then the kids are happy to sleep on them.
And Tom Phipps, where did the name come from?
Okay, so Tom Phipps is, when I actually started the business, I had Thomas and Philip were the two kids that I started making it with. So this is kid number 4 and number 5. Thomas is the Tom, and Philip used to call himself Phip. So that's how it became Tom Phipps.
Okay, because you got 4 boys.
I've got 4 boys.
3
and
girls,
3
4 boys.
Yeah.
And I think boys are more bigger bedwetters than girls. Are they? Am I
I
right?
don't know. Currently, we have one that's a girl. That is.
You don't know, but anyway, it was so amazing. But now come back to you, Theresa, with your painting. How long did you take to like this one?
It took approximately 50 hours over the course of 5 months. I managed to keep track of the hours because when I did a painting in silence wasn't quite what I wanted. So I love audiobooks and stuff. So I was listening to Les Miserables for a lot of the time, and sometimes I would listen to music. So I did have a vague track of how far I was. I still haven't finished Les Miserables though. That's 58 hours.
Now, Les Miserables is exactly what that mood you've captured.
It certainly felt like it.
the Les Miserables mood, because it's the look on their faces and everything.
Yeah, I did start thinking of them as names of some of the female characters. The girl to the far right, I keep thinking of her name as Eponine for one of the girls.
Exactly, one of the characters in the show.
In the book.
In the tragedy, whatever you call it, it's so mixed emotion, that show. Awesome show. And so you didn't sit and start and finish day after day, because of course you have to also do your schoolwork.
No, there were some days, sometimes there was probably a whole week I wouldn't paint. I'd feel guilty about that, and I keep saying to myself the next day, I'll paint the next day. I'll paint the next day. So eventually I would sit myself down, I'm painting today, and I'd get back into it. Sometimes I would paint practically the whole day, several hours at a time, and sometimes there were days where it would be so splash here, I'd paint for 5 minutes and put it down. I'd paint for 10 minutes, I'd put it down, so it would end up painting for an hour that day.
The artistic kind of a disposition that you can say, I'll do this, I'll do a splash, this and that. Now, your talent you got from your grannies, I believe.
I think so.
You
I
think
got
so?
it from all sides, I guess. It just culminated. I don't know.
I think Nicholas's mother is a very good painter. She likes to do birds and things like that. And my side of the family, my mother was very artistic with drawing and stuff, and I have sisters that are painters and woodworkers and teddy bear makers.
Creative.
Yeah,
people.
so I think she got the benefit of both, because I can't paint a thing. I can sew, but I can't paint.
You can design.
Yeah,
You
but
see,
I still can't do that.
No, I can't sew either.
you can't sew, but you can draw and you can design.
I
The drawing does not look like that, I admit, but I admire designers. Now, Cillia, you must also have something in your head. Do you sit down and draw a design, or do you just figure it out and start measuring? How does it come about?
I figure it out. It all depends what I see, where I go. If I see something, I have to try it. I have to do it.
Naomi is nodding. That's why I say you definitely connect here. But your stuff, if I saw a hat, and that hat, you have to make a pattern to make the hat. And the dresses, I saw some of the dresses as well. You first have to make the pattern.
Yes, I have to make a pattern, but I have to draw it. If I have a material, this is a 1 meter. This 1 meter, I have to make something, maybe for a person like this edge. Then I start cutting it. That's how I do it. I just measure it, cut it. It all depends what's inside my mind, and what I need to make.
You're not a pattern maker.
No.
I think
But the pattern comes. as you work.
And I think often if you've made many of the same thing, you don't need to redraw the pattern.
Yes.
It's already there.
It's already inside your mind.
You just can just cut.
Some people are just naturally, they just design the thing in their minds and then they create it. It's like that. Now, both your grannies do art and your aunts.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and those are your sisters now.
My sisters, yeah.
Now, you also come from a big family, Naomi.
I am the eldest of 8 children. And my father built the feather market organ.
Oh.
Pipe organ and sitting in the feather market hall.
Okay.
So my brothers have taken over that business when he passed away. And one of my sisters runs a woodwork toy online business. It's called Good Shepherd Toys, where she sells animals and Bible characters, and it's totally amazing stuff. And then she employs about 3 other people, which include one of my other sisters. My next sister, she makes felt toys.
Okay, so it's all in the
Everybody
family. Your
is
dad
doing
is a
stuff.
musician.
My dad was a pipe organ builder.
Pipe organ builder, but did he also play
Yes,
the
of course
organ?
he
Yes,
played,
of course
yes.
he's got to play it. That is wonderful. And Cillia, now where did it begin for you? Where did you start making clothes or stuff or doggy beds?
The doggy beds I started here in PA.
But before that, how did you begin?
I began in Joburg. I was staying in Joburg I was married before. So, when you are married, then you see the situation is not all right. You have to do something. I see people when they were selling to me, then I say, where do you buy it? But I can sew, I know it. Then they say, let me take you. There's somebody who can show you what they do. I go there where they normally do in Joburg. There's a very big building, you get like this. You get inside, you see people, they are sitting and making their things there.
Is that where the shwe thing started?
Yes.
In Joburg?
Yes. So I just start to see what they do. Then I start selling them one by one. Then I go door to door. I normally go to door to door that moment. I was going, knocking, I'm selling, I've got this one. People, they end up attractive with my things. Then that's how
And what were you doing then?
I was just sitting as a houseworker.
But what I mean is, what were you making?
I was
Not doggy beds.
No,
then.
no, that moment I was not yet making doggy beds.
What
I
were you
was just
making?
making the clothes and ironing boards covers and picnic blankets. Yeah, I was making a step from Joburg picnic blanket.
Okay, because those ironing board covers as well, they're beautiful.
Yes.
Because you make them in a treasury design, and
Yes.
treasury, that is such a big factory, shall I call it? Because each of yours is a little part of a factory.
Yes.
But you're working on your own. And if people want to get hold of you, then they look for Shwe Creation.
Yes.
And then they have to look for Daneo My Gift.
Yes.
And that is you. And that's your phone number that's on there.
Yes.
Can you give it to us?
061 689 2046.
That is Cillia Kanon-Kobere.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, it's dresses, it's pouches, it's hats, even jewelry. I saw the cloth, the bangles, earrings, and a neck
Yes.
like a necklace.
Yes.
That was awesome. Now, people, please go and look. And Shwe, and it's spelled SHW.
Yes.
ESHWE.
Yes.
So it's SHWE.
Yes.
SHWE.
Yes.
Shwe.
Yes.
And it's creation. Because there are other Shwe names, but the creations, that's Cillia, and it's the Naomi My Gift.
Yes.
So that's what I have to look for. Now, what about you, Theresa? Do you want people to come and knock on your door and say, paint me?
Maybe not quite. But they can follow me on Instagram because I like that.
Okay, what are you on Instagram?
I'm just Theresa Mitchell 101. And I only have like 300 followers.
Not 001.
But that's a lot.
101.
101.
001 humor goes past her. She's too young. But Theresa Mitchell, and Theresa with an H, THERESA.
Yes.
And Mitchell, MITCHELL.
Yes.
And it's Instagram.
Yes.
You're not on Facebook?
No,
Not
I've only
yet.
just recently started the Instagram account.
We-
That's
we
why I'm
only-
so
she has
enthusiastic
not
about
been
it.
on any
No,
social media yet.
good
this
for
is
you.
the very first social media thing that we've opened for us because of the reaction of this painting.
Good
So
for you.
She's asked for Instagram, so yeah.
And you've got your other pictures on Instagram?
I put up some of my earlier pictures that I did, like some last year. I think there was one from the year before, late 2019, and various 2020
Okay.
artworks.
Yeah.
Not all of them are
Did you
paintings.
start painting when you were still in primary school, or drawing or something?
I have always liked to draw, but until I was 14, it was pretty rubbish stuff.
Look, everyone says that. But
It
okay,
really was rubbish.
we'll find you on Instagram, Theresa Mitchell and
101,
Naomi. Now we find you, of course, and I saw some Christmas designs. It's so wonderful. And then some little animals.
Yes, those are hand-painted nappies, yes. My sister actually painted those.
Her sister painted these, and you'll find it under Naomi Mitchell on
So,
under Tom Phipps.
Yes, so Tom Phipps, there's a Facebook page which I don't really keep updated, but there's a Tom Phipps group where all the current stuff goes on. So
And
if
that's
they
what I
search
saw.
for Tom Phipps group, they'll find all the latest stuff that
And
comes
there's lots,
Yeah.
lots and lots. You don't need a phone number for Naomi. You
No,
just go
no,
Tom Phipps, and it's TOMFIPS, and it's so simple. You know, the time has just flown. I think our time is up. We've actually probably
Wow.
gone over time. Uncle Robert is nodding, my techie. So thank you so much. Cillia, keep going. Theresa, keep going. Naomi, keep going. I'm so blessed to have the three of you here together because you all connect. And it's so nice because you have someone from another country. And this, you know, so similar sometimes things that happen in life. I mean, I was also married before and I'm remarried now for 32 years. So good things happen for those who wait. And you can have, your mom had 8 kids, you've got 7. I'm not saying a word. She's also a doula, helps with breastfeeding, Lalesh.
I'm a home
né?
birth doula,
Yes. So she's this Wonder Woman, this Naomi. But we all Wonder Woman, right? We're all unique. We don't try and be someone else. So thank you so much. Now I must really say goodbye. Marianah Lourens and Art and Entertainment have to now say goodbye. Marianah Lourens, Kuns en Vermaak sê arrivederci.